G'day guys, welcome back. Day 8, I think it is. Day 8, just finished work about an hour and a half ago. Really not in the mood for talking at all or even making a video. So damn tired, it's not even funny. Today at work I just feel like I carried the weight of everybody and it was pretty annoying. Kind of pissed me off a bit, people just dicking around and not taking it seriously. When you need to get shit done, you need to get shit done, and there's a time and place for playing and mucking around, but today just wasn't one of them. Yeah, a bit over it. I didn't think I was going to have too much to talk about until I just saw a post from my man Friesma, absolute legend in the fitness industry. Met him a few times. I was actually going to say trained with him, but I don't think I have trained with him. I've just met him a few times. Great bloke, down to earth, very open, honest, always shares his deep thoughts and tries to level with people as much as possible. It was interesting because he put on Instagram stories a post about coronavirus and the lockdowns, especially in Melbourne, where I am currently. I think today's cases were 322 and 17 deaths or something. So he was just saying that anyone living in Melbourne should open their eyes and realise that we're getting our human rights stripped from us, and then if we don't abide by it, then we're made to feel like selfish people who don't really care. He referenced an Alan Jones segment on Sky News stating that out of 26 million people, which is the population of Australia, only 221 have died, which in perspective doesn't really seem like a lot. It's actually not a lot, it's probably minuscule. And I get where he's coming from, like 100% agree, but what do we do? It's not like we can all rally together and, I was going to say protest, but you know, that's what some people have planned on doing, but I don't know, what can you do? Like, you go out there and, you know, run the risk of getting a fine, all to do what? It's not like anyone else is out and about with you, so it's like you can do stuff with other people. Yeah, we probably are having our human rights stripped from us, but bucket if I know how we speak out about it and voice our opinion and allow ourselves to be heard. It's just, yeah, it's a real tough one. I don't think people really want to admit that those numbers aren't really that great in the scheme of things, but I guess any death's not a good death. You don't want anyone dying, and every life is precious, but in terms of, I think, the media being very alarming and very fear-driven content, that's what's ticking people off. And Friesman lives in Queensland, so you know, that's not exactly Victoria, but yeah, it's interesting to get other people's perspectives and see how they view it. Yeah, as I said, he's probably and most definitely right, but it's just, how do you go about not rebelling, but so far as being heard and, yeah, getting your point across. I'm sure, yeah, I'd love to, you know, go out now and do whatever I want, but as I said, there's no one who's going to be partaking with you because everyone's abiding by the law, so to speak. But yeah, it's just interesting. As I said, yeah, very, very relevant points, but the only way we're going to get out of this and, I guess, reverse the actions that are being taken at the moment is to, you know, prove that we can, you know, listen and do what we're told, essentially, even though that sounds pretty damn stupid. And then, yeah, get the results and numbers down far enough that it's acceptable, and then we can move forward and back into some sort of normality. I really hope this doesn't progress until Christmas, like I heard some rumours say, but yeah, if these restrictions keep going till Christmas, then bloody hell, Lord help us all. That just, yeah, it's freaking inhumane, so to speak. It's only been a week now, and I think still 5 to go, but man, it's bloody dragged on, that's for sure. Just felt like, every day's 2 days. And, as I said yesterday, I really didn't go looking for results as much yesterday, which was pretty good. It made me a bit freer of the matter and sort of put it out of mind. And today was kind of similar. It was just that I happened to see the figures on the TV for a fleeting second. So a lot of coronavirus talk today, but just a interesting thought, interesting perspective. As I said, highly respect Friesma, always open and honest, and speaks deeply about his thoughts and things that he's passionate about. So shout out to Fries. But very interesting. It kind of feels like, especially a couple of weeks ago, that we were being bullied by all the other states, and no one from Victoria come here, no one to Victoria come there, blame Victoria for this, blame Victoria for that, Daniel Andrews' fault for this, Daniel Andrews' fault for that. And I guess in a way it kind of is, but it was just very isolating, for the lack of a better term. And you can kind of see where those remarks stem from, when someone who's from the outside looking in has their own point of view and sees things probably through a different lens. Mind you, they're not in it, so it's a bit hard for them to talk about. But definitely some interesting points raised, and just makes you think. What is happening in the world as we know it, and what's going to happen in the future, and what's going to stick, what's not going to stick, whether we choose to roll with it or go against the flow, who knows. But as I said, really wasn't keen on making this video and thought I'd give episode 8 a miss, but I've managed to hang in there and build another one out. So I'm going to take a shower, hit the hay, wake up tomorrow and then do it all again. So I'll see you in another 24 hours and we'll talk then.